Beautiful day, Patriots. How are you? It's January the 30th, 2019. POTUS Trump had a nice, easy day yesterday on his Twitters. Not in life, but in Twitter. Today, he's making up for it. These are his timestamps today on the West Coast. So far today, he started off at 3:02 this morning, and he's gone all the way to 5:56 this morning. If you're on the East Coast, your timestamp will be different. It will have a different hour, but your minute will stay the same. On your second tweet, it will be the same thing. Your hour is different, but your minutes are going to stay the same. The other thing that stays the same between this is the time difference between the two tweets. No matter where you are in the world, those two things never change. The time difference between the tweets. So here's his tweets for the day on the West Coast. I've got the gaps in between the tweets here, the time difference that he did. His first tweet had a difference of 23 minutes. Then it went 9, 6, 9, 6. Yeah. And then an hour and 56, and then 6 again. It's kind of weird. 23, 9, 6, 9, 6, 6. So let's get into the gaps in between each tweet. If we take his first tweet of the day at 3:02 and his second tweet at 3:25, there's a 23-minute difference, and that gives us a gap of 22. His second tweet, there's a 32-minute difference, which gives us a gap of 31. His third tweet of the day is 38 minutes, which gives us a gap of 37, and so on. Let's go look at some of these Q drops. So the first Q drop of the day is Q drop 22. This is the timestamp and gap code. This is the gap in between the two tweets, his first two tweets of the day. And it says, this is the biggest intel drop ever dropped on the public. Study and prepare. His next time difference between the tweets is 32 minutes, which gives us a gap of 31. And it's a world stalemate. They have the goods on everyone. People, this is a spying thing. Everything's being spied on. They're telling us they're spying on the most powerful people in the entire world, and you want to pretend like you have. You're anonymous. Really? I mean, I'm a nobody. You're a nobody. And we're following the most important people in the world, and we're pretending like you've got a hidden name? Oh, I get so frustrated. I apologize. The next timestamp difference is 38 minutes, which gives us a gap of 37. We go to Q drop 37, and it says, they're all patriots. Let justice be served. So once again, these are just the time difference between the timestamp of the tweet and its first timestamp of tweet, and it's the difference in between the tweets. So we go to the next one, and it says, the wormhole goes deep. Boy, oh boy, we know that, huh? And then we go to the next one, which is the last one of his. You see how he did all these in 1 hour? So this gap is 52 minutes. So the gap is 51. So we go to Q drop 51, and it says, Dear Patriot, we hear you. God bless. This particular tweet does not come from Q. It comes straight from the White House. Then we got this. He did two tweets here at the end of this morning, and they were quite a time difference in between. So it gives us 2 hours and 48 minutes in between the first one, which is a gap of 2:47. We go to Q drop 2:47. It says, do you understand the government is being gutted publicly? And then the last gap is 2:53, and it says coincidence. Hopefully you're understanding and starting to see the coincidence in all of this. So those are our Q drops based on the timestamps and the gap in between. Let's go ahead now and look at, we've been talking about his dots and how these work out. So let's go ahead and look at this last one. This is his last stringer. He came in, he did a tweet and ended it with 4 dots. Started his next tweet with 4 dots. There was a time difference of 6 minutes. So we use a gap. The gap is 5 minutes. We're going to write that down as 4, gap of 5, 4. We go to Q drop 454, and it says timestamps have meanings. And if we look down on there, it says the Pacific time zone. That's the one I'm in. That's the one I learned this code on. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm just showing you what I see. So we've got another funny one up here. This tweet here came in, finished off with 2 dots. The next one started with 4 dots, ended with 3 dots. And the third tweet came in and started with 3 dots. So let's see if we can't break that one down. What we'll want to do, how did I do that again? Okay, here we go. Here's my, so here's the 3 tweets at 3:25, 3:34, 3:40 West Coast time, 2, 4, 3, 3. So what I did is on his first one, I've got the 2 dots. And on his last one, he's got 3 dots. There's a timestamp difference between these of 15 minutes. So that's a gap of 14 minutes. So I do 2, 14, 3. 2, 14, 3. We go to Q drop 2, 14, 3, and it's 0 delta. Once again, constantly talking about timestamps. All right, so we still got another thing here going on. That was our first tweet, but there's 3 of them here, so let's see if we can't find the second message. We go to the second tweet, and it started off with 3, or ended with 3, and ends with 3, and we've got a time difference of 6 minutes, so the gap of 5. So we go 3, 3, 5. We go to 3, 3, 5, and it's timestamps. No coincidence. Patriots, this is called the timestamp and gap code. I truly wish you a blessed day today, every day, and I hope that we are able to go to this transition peacefully, gracefully, and humbly. You're all God's children. God bless you.